everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Vlog. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I am so happy to bring you these two beautiful cutting die sets from Griffin. They are both quite large. If you can see here the size of my hands compared to the size of the dies. They're both 7 inches by 10 inches, so it's really meant to be used with the larger format die cutting machines like the Big Shot Plus or the Gemini, where you've got that big 9-inch wide platform. The smaller pieces do fit in the 6-inch wide platform, but as I said, these are really meant for the larger ones. Let me tell you what these are called. This is the gatefold floral die, and this one is the gatefold scroll die. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces each, and let me show you what this one does. This is the scroll die, and it makes this beautiful presentation. Here's a Christmas card that I did. Just untie that, the gate folds open, and then you have this beautiful presentation. Look at that. And then it's even got on the back, you've still got this beautiful coverage right there. So it really does make this amazing presentation. Imagine this for wedding invitations, just a graduation announcement. Here's another one I made with just using those smaller inner dies. So right here, also from the scroll, I used this outer piece here and this piece, and then this beautiful center scrolly piece. I should mention the paper packs that I used here. For the first one, I used silver linen paper, okay? And that is this one right here. It's a beautiful 12 by 12 cardstock, and as you can see, it's got this nice little texture on that. And I also used Christmas Memories paper pack for everything that was kind of going on the inside of this card. It comes with a cutout and all of that. And then I used these beautiful little Merry Christmas. Find those, where did I put those? Those are from our script, greeting, and tiny words and phrases dazzles. Hot off the press. You can get all of these wonderful things at Paper Wishes. These are from the silver set. Here we go. Here we go. They've got all these little Christmas greetings on there. And this one right here, I used, here we go, Country Chic paper pack. And it has all these beautiful browns and aquas and creams and lace and barnwood. And I also used a little bit of twine here, a little bit of red ribbon here. Also, I found it was fun to use on the Christmas one. These are rainbow flat pearls, and there's just a ton of them in here. I think there's probably 1,000 in here or more. And there's all different colors, and this is just a great basic tool to just put these little tiny ornamentations of color here. And then I also used, here we go, this particular one is Winter's Evergreen. Totally froze up on the color there. I've been using this one a lot lately. It's got little stars, it has little crystals, and it's just a really nice collection with ivories and greens in it. Perfect for the season. So I used all of these, all those following things here. Then I also used a little flower. I like to use the little white flowers. This is the cloud color from Country Blooms from 49 and Market. And I wanted to use that white flower, but I wanted to add a little bit of color to it. So I just took a little bit of a blue ink pad. Let's see if I can find my blue ink pad. Here we go. I just used this Prism Ombre ink pad, and it's got great collection of just 3 different colors right there. So I just used my little blender brush, and I just went dab, dab, dab around the edges of that, and gave that color that I was just finding that I really needed. Put one of those little sparklet crystals on each little point there, and then it's done. So this is just a 6.5 by 4-inch card. Now let me show you really what both of these looks like. This is the scroll out of gold, and this is our metallic gold paper right here. And as you can see, just either from silver or gold, or even just from plain cardstock, it's pretty spectacular. I found that it was really helpful to get the embossing that comes on these. Great little pieces of embossing by using the iCrafter self-healing, self-mending cutting deck. Just a really, it's a self-healing cutting pad, but I use it going through the machine, and let me show you how we kind of layer these cutting dies. And then I'm actually going to build a card using the floral die. So the first thing I did was I cut down my paper. The back of the paper has all of the little code on it and the printing, so you don't want that showing when you open your card. So what I did was I cut everything to the right of that. Okay, and then put that right on top like this, and then I like to anchor it with just a little bit of low-tack tape. This is great hunky-dory stencil tape. It's great for die cutting machines, but you could also use painter's tape or washi tape. Just tack it down, and then when you run it through your machine once, you'll die cut the image. And then what I ended up doing is just taking out this mat, and this is a nice brand new one. The one I was using is really warped and curved, and it still works so great, you guys. So what I would do is just put it right here and run it through the machine, and I got much better results, especially if your plates on your machine are well used. And then just putting it through here again, and it just puts that extra compression down to get you that embossing that is so beautiful. All right, so let's take a look at the sort of elements that are in the floral set right here. How we're going to put together one of these cards. So here is the floral one cut from gold. And what I did was when I folded this, I just took a bone folder and you just fold along these little crease lines that are here, along those fold lines. Use that bone folder to get this to get this folded down really well. Otherwise, they just kind of pop up a little bit. And then I wanted to use something really floral and beautiful just in that sort of, to go along with that Anna Griffin look. And then this is the Lace and Roses paper pack from hot off the press. So I wanted to do something a little different on this one, so I'm just going to have a card within a card. So this is a piece of cardstock that I cut down. This card is 4 inches wide by 7 inches tall. All right, so we're going to actually open this up. I'm going to glue this card inside of this card, so that when you open it up, you have room to write down and put just the regular sentiments that you might have on a card, instead of just having that one piece. Right? So when you open this up like this, then you have another piece to open here. So I'm going to use my paper here from my, I'm going to start it off with something that's just got a nice plain pink. All right, then we have the second piece right here, which is just a wonderful matte. And look at all this beautiful embossing. Isn't that gorgeous? And we're going to center that right there. And then we have another beautiful matte with more embossing. This is the round one here. It's going to get layered there. All these beautiful layers just add to the presentation. Okay, so from the inside of the Lace and Roses paper pack, there is a collection of cutouts. Oh golly. Here we go. You can see it right there that there's a collection there. And I wanted to put that right there, but I wanted to add a little bit more, like another layer. So I wanted to put a cross layer here just so I had another little bit of a layer. And so I took another cutting die from the stash, and this is the 12 oval and scalloped cutting dies from hot off the press. So I just took one of those medium size and just put it right across the center, because everything was looking a little too, I don't know, a little too vertical. So I added a little horizontal element in there, layered that right on top. Then on the inside, we don't want to forget about that. That's just kind of plain when we're finally opening that. So here is another beautiful piece that I'm going to add center. And that is this rectangle piece again. All right. And then I thought I would just add a couple of little crystal pieces here from that evergreen pack of sparklets. Now I did put a little too much glue on here, so when I close this all up, I'm going to need this to give this time to dry. We don't want to close all this up and have everything glue to it, so I'm just going to close it up temporarily here. Then, oh darn, you know what, I put the wrong greeting on the outside. Isn't that silly? Here we go. I wanted to put this one, this beautiful circle. It says happy birthday, and I put some little foam tape on it. I knew I was getting something wrong there. All right, and then this one can go on the inside because I wanted to say happy birthday, and then on the inside, enjoy every moment. Or you could reverse it if you liked it the other way. All right, there we go. All right, now this is going to close up, and this little piece right here, this little beautiful medallion, I cut it out of metallic gold so you could see the beautiful scroll work and the beautiful embossing there, but I thought I would use it from white because when I put the gold on gold, it just kind of disappeared right there. And I just cut out one of the roses from one of the borders from the paper pack, put a little foam tape there. And then I have some beautiful pink ribbon, and this is from the light pink ribbon set. What I'm going to do is put this here, put the ribbon here, and then I'm just going to glue this down. Here, I should be doing it like this so you can see better. This is the closure I'm going to make. Put this right here on top of it. And then I'm going to wrap the ribbon around, just like this. And I'm going to tie it on the side. So it's just a little different than the other closure that I showed you. So, play with my bow a little bit till I like it. And then I always like to clip at an angle so that this is crepe ribbon, so it can fray a little bit. Go. And then I can just sort of adjust this by moving everything over like that. Okay, so you guys, we've got a great money saver on both of these dies, so I would encourage you to check that out. And if you are watching us on our blog page at at Paper Wishes, then you would just look on the right side of your screen. You'll see a photo of these cards, and you'll find a money saver. And you just click on that money saver, and it'll take you right to that page. And if you're watching us on YouTube, then just look below the video in the description box, and you'll find a link to the money saver as well as a link to paperwishes.com, where you'll find lots more things to watch and fun things to play with. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.